35 pigs.
Oh God.
All the city where is blue. Let's get
All right, so the music's starting.
If I do.
All right, fuck, my phone dropped. LuieGO is
Cash
here.
forever. Hey.
Hey.
Good cash forever.
All right, this is the pod. We're officially started the podcast. LuieGO.
Let's get it.
We're recording now. Here.
Should I put on the Don? Take off the Don Kennedy?
Turn off Don Kennedy.
Fuck me, I'm down.
All right, so turn that. We need to get focused. You gotta turn up.
Let's go.
All right.
Do
So.
I get headphones or not?
No, I don't. I only have one monitor. I'll tell you if you're too loud.
I need to have.
I'll turn you down if you're peeking and shit. All right. Oop, that was loud.
Bro, I peaked in 4th grade, bro.
I peaked in 4th grade. You already know. DJ Toasty Z. Hip hop made me do it. You already know what the fuck it is. And if you don't, now you do.
You bitch.
We're live with the one, the only, the LuieGO.
Yeah. Yo, we're with the live, with the only, the Toasty Z. LuieGO made me do it.
LuieGO made me do it. You already know. So, yeah, we've been working to make this podcast work for the last 2 hours, setting up these mics,
Someone had to
downloading drivers, trying to figure this out, and we got something working. It might not be perfect, but we got something going. So, start this off, and then let this run, and then run over to the ham show. You already know.
Exactly. And then after that, we're going to the ham show. You're right.
You already know.
I should be co-hosting on this shit.
Yeah, I would love that.
Anytime we get a Cali, I should be your Cali co-host.
Yeah, you can be my Cali co-host. I need to find a weekly co-host. That way, I wish, I was trying to do that with, Chance, right?
Chance is a dope dude. I like Chance. Chance
Yeah,
is
I wanted
very,
to do,
what's the word? Dope.
Yeah, he's a dope dude. And,
Can you connect this bad bitch into there?
Bad bitch? What is this?
This record.
Yeah, no, but what is this? Your phone? You just want to charge it? Okay.
Yes, please. So that way when we dip, we get the sip.
You can tip the sip. Don't drip. Don't drip.
Too much drip, a lot too much sauce, a lot too much a lot. Today, fun fact out of the day, today I talked to my 2 little brothers. Mm-hmm. They just moved to America from Dominican Republic when they just recently got married. Shout out to my dad.
That shit crazy.
That man's still finding love at the age of 50 plus. That nigga crazy. And today I talked to them and I asked my little brothers, do you guys have girlfriends? And one of my little brothers was like, yeah, I got a girlfriend. I was like, oh, you dating American girls now? He goes, nah, she's a Salvadorian. I was like, word. I was like, you want to know the best pickup line? He goes, yeah, sure.
Keep pulling up your phone.
And I asked her, I asked him, I was like, yo, when you talk to your girlfriend, you ask her if she likes you. And she's going to say yes because she's your girlfriend. And then once she tells you yes, you go, I like. A lot too much, maybe too much a lot, I like. He's still learning English, there's no English. So he's like...
So you're going to teach him some broken English.
It's so broken English, so I'm really fucking him up really bad on it. He goes, so I was like, could you say that? And I tried recording it, but my phone wasn't recording it. But he's like, a lot, too much, a lot, too much, a lot, like, a lot, too much. I was like, damn, that sounds way better than what I just said, honestly.
So yeah, we've been working to get this to work for 2 hours, and it was going to be a lightly drunken podcast.
I'm lightly drunk.
I'm more than lightly drunk. So if this is a big mess, yeah. I mean, I'm also just lightweight, light skin, lightweight.
Oh, you said you haven't drank in a long time.
I haven't. I mean, not that I haven't drank in a long time.
So
but
you have
it's
a drinking problem.
Post college, no, that's not. Post college, I just don't drink that much. So.
Fine.
I guess I technically haven't drank in a long time, but it's not like I have.
When's the last time you enjoyed a cold blackout night?
I don't black out anymore. I've only blacked out
Cause you're a thought.
Twice in my life, I would say.
Really?
I maybe 5. With
now you got a drinking problem because you said never, and then you said 5.
Less than 5 times in my life. I could count on one hand the number of times I've blacked out.
I could count on one hand how many times I blacked out in one night.
Yeah, and you blacked out 5 times in one night. Is
Have you never blacked out, came out, and then black out again, and then came out of it?
I don't think so. I
don't party with some real goons.
No, I just you learn your limits and then you don't do that because that's not fun.
Progression is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, so we've been rambling for 5 minutes now.
No, we were catching up for 5 minutes, and that's the most important.
Yeah, exactly. We've been having a lot of fun. And the reason that I originally wanted to do this is So the listeners, some of the listeners might know, we did an interview 2 summers ago. It'll be 2 years in August, and
that's irrelevant information.
It's not irrelevant.
I think so. Actually, it's not.
What are you texting in the middle of our podcast? Who are you texting?
Shut up.
Your girl?
I don't.
LuieGO's got a girl now, by the way.
Relax. Too much information on.
That's all we're gonna say. This isn't the No Jumper podcast.
This is not, bro. Relax.
Anyway, yeah. So let me go on. Let me say this,
Sorry,
unless you want me to expose you.
LuieGO
exposed.
There's nothing to expose.
When did you take off your shirt? You took off the Ugly Mane shirt?
Yo, shout out to the Ugly Mane.
Shout out.
I took the Ugly Mane shirt on because we were sipping on the Bacardi. Shout out to Puerto Rico for really making some quality rum. And,
gang. We're not sponsored, but gang. Not yet.
Yeah, exactly. The vision is here.
Yeah, oh, yeah, so we did that, like, 2 years ago. At the time, your album was going to come out.
Yeah.
It still hasn't come out. You added a lot to it, and we're always talking about. Last time I was out in LA, we were talking about doing an update podcast to like, kind of let the listeners know what is up.
Yeah.
And I was hoping that we could. I mean, we could talk about whatever, but I was hoping you could let us know what's changed since then, in terms of the album.
As far as terms, the album really hasn't changed that much, to be real. The album really hasn't changed that much. There's been a couple tweaks in the features and stuff like that. But as far as change, it's more about myself and where I am.
Yeah.
And I feel like the charisma or the energy and everything I brought to the table when I had this album, I felt like mentally, I felt like I had a lot of things figured out. As far as where I wanted my music to go. And that position, that time, because that's what music is based off of, at least for me. And I feel like for a couple of my homies, I can't speak for everybody else, but as far as I write music, I don't write music like in the future where I'm gonna be. I write my music in the present? In the present, as always. And always, like, not about the future. So it's just like...
Like mind state?
Yeah, state of mind. So it's just like, if I'm feeling sad that day, I'm going to write sad music. If I'm feeling happy about something, I'm going to make music that's happy. But I felt like that place in time where I was when I made this music and I compiled this chapter of my life, this album, because that's what albums are based off of, I think, for myself and probably other artists. I can't speak for everybody, but where I was when I thought about this album, me, Lucas, Dana, a whole bunch of the squad, there's too many names to name. I'll name them all throughout the interview.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember Lucas being like, what you need to do is just write this shit down on paper, because we had the studio popping off in my old crib and shit. And really what I want to get back to that point in my life where I felt very confident about my music, myself, mental state, health state. That was like it's not a peak, because there's no peak in life unless you're a fucking failure and you just feel like something peaked. But the thing is, like,
a high point.
A high point. I feel like I haven't reached my high point. Is me. My high point is gonna be when, like, on some dramatic ass shit. Like, it's gonna be when I pass away and people are able to reflect on what I've done.
Yeah.
And like that's when you're able to really reflect on shit. So I want to be able to mentally get back to the point where I was when I made that album. When I was like waking up every day happy, because like I'm a very depressed ass dude. I wake up sometimes, I have no idea why I feel the way that I am. I feel this weight on my shoulders, mental, everything. It sucks. It doesn't feel good. So I feel like if the reason why this album has been pushed back so many times is because I feel like I need to get back to where I was mentally, with happiness and consistency, and everything around me felt like it was perfect at the time. And I know that slows people down, obviously. It's not the best decision you could make, but I know that I'm still playing shows, I'm still releasing music, but that album represents a part of my life where I was at the happiest that I possibly could.
For sure.
Stable with bread, stable with my relationship with the people around me, my family.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that right now I'm building up to that, the epitome of happiness, and I know what it is. I know what it feels like to be happy all the time, and that's why I wasn't able to ever release this album. Like, I keep pushing it back because I feel like I'm not mentally ready to release an album that represents something that I'm not feeling at the time.
Yeah, for sure.
That album, when you listen to 8 Times Hokage, you're gonna be like, Louis lit. Louis loves his life. Louis loves everything around him.
They feel happy for you.
And they're going to be happy for me.
You are.
So I don't want people feeling happy for me when I'm not happy for myself.
Yeah, you don't want it to be a facade.
Exactly. And, like, for me, like, we were talking about, like, just, like, Instagram, Twitter stunts. Like, it's funny. It's funny, like, rapping about fake shit that doesn't exist, in the sense of being, like not being like pull up in a Lambo. It's all escapism. The whole entire concept of rappers is escapism. These niggas are fictional people. These people don't, like, this doesn't, like, half the things, 90% of the things they say don't hold up. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I want people to hear this album that I put my heart, my soul, my body, my energy. I like, there were times where I couldn't eat, but I would still find time to go and record and make this music, to make sure that people understood the hunger. Like, if I was, like, the type of music that I make, and, like, people might not sometimes take me all the way seriously about certain things that I do, but, like, my work ethic is on point. I don't care. Like, if to the point where, like, if I start writing a song and I'm hungry when I'm writing a song, I'm not gonna stop in the middle of the song to eat. If I'm feeling hungry at the beginning of the song, I'm gonna be hungry at the end of the song, and then I deserve to eat. That's how I feel. And some people will be like, okay, word, I didn't think he even cared about certain things like that. But, like, if I'm full, if I just ate an entire full 5-course meal, you're gonna feel that I ate a 5-course meal during that song. Like, and everything should reflect how I feel at the time. And that's why 8 Times Hokage hasn't dropped yet. And it's because I want people to hear this album and really understand that this chapter in my life was one of those chapters that I am not trying to relive. I'm not trying to get back to it, but I'm trying to reflect exactly how I felt when I wrote this album. And this album is still relevant to what I'm doing today. There's nothing fabricated on the album. Shout outs to Wiki. Like, me and Wiki, when we did this tour, with me, Lucas, and Wiki, shout outs to Wiki, shout outs to Lucas, shout outs to Ruben, shout outs to Matt, shout outs to Letter Racer, shout outs to Sammy, shout outs to that van that fucking carried us across the fucking country. Like, I'm grateful for everything that ever happened on that. Lucas didn't have to take me on that tour. You know what I mean? Lucas has a lot of other friends that are more high caliber artists, but Lucas, that's my brother, and I love him. Like, and Lucas will do anything for me. Like, Lucas will do anything for me, and he knows that I'll do anything for him. But he's like, Lucas is to get a little bit off topic off the album, but Lucas knows what he's gonna do 5 years from now. He knows what he's gonna do 10 years from now, and he's known that since he was a little kid. Like, Lucas, I didn't know Lucas when he was 5 years old or 6 years old or 10 years old, but I guarantee you that Lucas had a plan when he was 10 years old that he knew what he was going to be doing at 15. He's like, I'm going to drop out of high school. You know, like, Lucas knows. Lucas was waiting for that day to drop out of high school where he could legally drop out of high school and shit. Like, Lucas has always had a blueprint about shit. So, like, I think everything that I've ever done has been placed properly for me, and I just need to take initiative and really take myself seriously, because I feel like a lot of people do take me seriously, and I feel like a lot of people don't take me seriously. But it's not about what people think, it's about how my work ethic reflects my music, and that's what I care about the most. That was a little tangent, but, like,
and
that's what it is.
Well, one thing I can say about that is, I think, looking back at our interview, I mean, some of the listeners might have heard our interview because the audio did go up on SoundCloud. I ended up taking
I heard it on the radio right before I moved.
Yeah, well, because, like, I would replay episodes sometimes when I wasn't in the studio, so I would, like, play, you know, sometimes you're, you know. I definitely replayed that episode that I played it in, but
it was dope. I love that. I love hearing it.
It was on SoundCloud before I had to take it down to, like, put up more tracks because, like, They had a limit of like 6 hours.
Oh, bro, trust me.
I think they've got rid of that though now because I keep uploading stuff and they never tell me like I have a limit.
Maybe you just have that swag that they just like.
There's like Toasty gets a pass.
Like he just gets it.
They did give me monetization for some reason. I haven't gotten any bread from that.
It doesn't matter.
But yeah, hit the hip hop maybe do it Spotify if you're trying to, support.
For sure.
And but yeah, one thing that really stuck out to me is from that interview is when you said that where I always ask artists like, where do you see yourself in 5 years, or what's next, or like what's the goal, aspirations, and like you're just like, I see myself just like lamped up. That was the words you used, lamped up and just happy, like getting to that point of just happiness, and it's like which is rare to find, and it's like. For me, it's always I think that there's like short-term happiness and like, you go out for the night, you have a good time.
Right.
But then there's like fulfillment.
Right.
And like, that's what I'm trying to get to the point of is like fulfillment and just like everything falls into place,
bro. For sure,
but
bro.
that really stands out to me because like that's kind of the sentiment that you echoed right there,
Yeah. Like, dude, like. I be talking to my homies. I be talking to.
Oop. There's gonna be mad noises. It's like the pouring of the drink, the coil,
the beer crashing. That's fine. I'll put that down. But
yeah,
dude, like
podcast.
That's
for sure.
That's all that matters, bro. And that's for me. That's the most important thing ever for me, bro. Like,
did you just message me?
Did I
on Instagram?
Maybe.
Or like tag me in something?
I probably did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm at. Oh, okay. Yeah,
you
sorry.
told me to tag you, right?
Oh, I did. I thought your phone died.
And it bounced back. Know what I mean? But no, that's something that I always express to everybody around me. Like, for me, success. For me, what success means to me, like coming from a family that's that's never had much. You know what I mean? Like my family comes from Dominican Republic. Like, I go back home and I'm just like, when I go back home, I'm not Dominican. When I'm in America, I'm Dominican. I'm Latino, right? When I go back home, I'm American. I'm white. Like, I'm not. They strip me of whatever.
My Spanish teacher used to joke about how they used to call her like gringo.
Yeah. No, but that's when I'm in DR. I'm like, I'm finally home, and then they're like, nah, bro.
Nah. Son.
And like, for me, happiness comes in one form to me. For me, happiness could come in many forms to other people. Somebody could find happiness in money. That's the last thing on my mind. Like,
for sure.
I don't give a fuck about bread. I don't give a fuck about anything material, bro. And
yeah, I feel that.
Happiness comes in one form to me, and it's just waking up, not being sad. Like, I could be dead broke.
Yeah.
Like, I could be dead broke. And, like, obviously it seems like the simplest way to say
that's why it makes me chuckle. It's, like, very simple.
It's the simplest thing ever. Like, it's the simplest thing ever. Like, I don't need to wake up with racks in the bank. I don't need to wake up with the baddest shorty. I don't need to wake up being like, I'm mad successful. Like, I don't even need to necessarily be successful with my music.
Mm-hmm.
And like, this is my passion. This is what I love. This is like what anytime that I write music or I music for me is a verbal journey and a journal. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's a very like.
I wasn't sure if you're saying journal or journey.
No, I was saying both, right?
Yeah.
Journey. It's just like
the drank's getting to us.
The drank's getting to the boys. So what I'm saying is just like, bro, I say this shit all the fucking time to my squad. If I could wake up happier than the day before, I'm winning, bro. And also, like, this is gonna be completely irrelevant and it's gonna sound crazy, but 2 Chainz's last album, Pretty Girls Like Love Trap Music or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like, he has one line in that album that just hit me so hard, and it wasn't even rap. He didn't even rap.
Yeah,
like,
what's the line?
It wasn't even a bar. He was like, he goes, hey. He goes, hey, if you woke up today breathing, my nigga, you winning. And I was just like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
There are people all around the world today that fell asleep and never woke up.
Well, even like I I always like I follow Gary Vee, and he talks about like the statistics of like even being born. You know, your mom bangs your dad bangs your mom like 1 second earlier, and you're not the same person. You know, the
Shout
other
out
sperm
to my
wins.
dad banging my mom, bro.
The chances of your sperm winning is like very slim. You know,
OD, and that's what I'm saying. Like, shout outs to Bang Time, like
Bang Bros. What's
shout
up?
out to Bang, shout out to Pornhub Bang Bros.
How about maybe do it? Sponsored
by Bang Bros. And like that's what I'm saying. Like just the like you said, like just the concept of being born is also such a heavy thing too.
Yeah.
Like, but what I'm saying is for me, it's never been that deep. It's never been that
yeah,
deep because I've been hungry, bro.
Yeah.
I've starved before. I've definitely not eaten for a couple days type shit, and I've endured and I've had this type of fucking energy with not myself, with a bunch of my bros, like not knowing when we're gonna eat, not knowing what we're gonna do, and all these terrible things that are happening at the time being. I'm just like, I'm smiling now because I'm just like, bro, shit needs to happen to certain people for them to really be able to reflect and learn and grow. And I'm the type of dude that needs to learn lessons. Like, if I have amazing luck, shout out to St. Patrick's Day, just to put the stamp on when we did this shit.
Gang,
it's
fresh out the mid.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm
I'm from Mass, so shout out to St. Patrick's Day.
Shout out the Irish.
Shout out to the Irish, bro. And like, for me, like, I'm the type of dude that I have so many amazing things happen to me by accident that sometimes I need to fuck up. And I need to have bad things happen to me. And those bad things that happen to me are always completely my fault.
Well, dude, the self-sabotage is real. Like,
dude, I only know self-sabotage. If something bad happens to me, bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna make sure that 10 other terrible things happen to me after that.
Well, it's just the type of thing where like
fucking trash.
It's the type of thing where it's like it's interesting because I feel like the people that have never hit rock bottom, they don't need to innovate. You know, like when you're like comfortable, you don't need to like innovate. Like when you hit rock bottom, you have nothing to lose.
Right.
So it's like you can get it creative. You know, like you can think out the box, and like especially for someone that like grew up in, you know, a state of privilege, it's like an interesting perspective because like you want to be the best. Like just purely speaking, my perspective, it's like you want to be the best person you can be. And like failing at shit, like it hurts. Like, as you know, as much as it's important to learn lessons and like you know, do as many things as possible and try different things, but it's like as soon as you enter in the real world, like I just graduated in May and like I've had sales experience in the past, but like as soon as you enter into the real world, it's like the pressure's on, or like the mental pressure is on at least, you know, and it's like. Getting back, I feel like the times I felt the most fulfilled is when I feel like I'm like, the things that make it most exciting is like the learning process, not like once you feel like you've mastered something, it becomes boring. It's like you want to learn, you want to like develop, but it's like the balance of like learning and developing, but also like finding success. And like we were talking about like wealth, like material things really don't interest me very much. I think wealth interests me in terms of opportunity and life experience, like and you know, being able to like have that opportunity to like do a lot of things in life but also experience a lot of things. And it's like you have to figure out your passion, what you're good at, and how you can like make those two mold together. And it's like the money will come if you can figure that out, you know.
That's the thing too though, like for me, I didn't know that I can make music.
Yeah.
I didn't know that shit, bro. Like, I'm telling you, Nikolai vocals, bro.
You need to just do it. You need to do a lot of shit.
Nick was just like, Nick McBride, Nikolai vocals, bro. Yo, since I was a little kid. Since I was a little kid, bro. Like, and he was younger than me, bro. Like, he was in 4th grade. Like, shout out to OD. That's also my brother. You should interview OD. That's a real ass fucking goon. And like that's my blood brother. Like I'm gonna say a lot of people.
You actually related to OD?
OD, me.
I wasn't sure if you like say like brother, like
OD and I have the same mom and dad.
Okay.
Definitely.
I see it. I see the resemblance.
That's
but I didn't. You know,
that's my life.
Sometimes you know, brother is like
Yeah, dude, I say brother yo, I'll meet somebody, I'll meet a Latino person. Today in downtown LA, shout out to St. Patrick's Day, bro. I call so many people my brother today that I don't even know. I'm probably Irish by the end of the day. So it's just like, but Dowdy's is literally real life my little brother, like the youngest one out of all of us. And but Dowdy's huge inspiration of mine. Like the reason why I go super hard is because of the people that believe in me, and a lot more people believe in me. Like the power of people believing in me and me believing in myself is like this. Like the people that believe in me and the like me actually trying to actually make this shit happen. Like, but my little brother has always been like just such an inspiration to me because he's so smart, he's so thorough, he's a Vulcan. You have you ever seen Star Trek?
Dude, remember when last time we came into LA and all you watched was Star Trek?
I still only watch Star Trek. Last night I was
watching
Star
Trek. Here, so that was the first time I actually watched Star Trek.
Bro, I'm telling you, like my little brother's like a real life Vulcan. Like he's a real life Vulcan, and like my brother Vulcan,
that could be a dope rap bar right there.
Bro, I'm telling you, I have a lot of Vulcan bars, I have a lot of Star Trek bars on my shit. But like, I'm telling you, like my little brother only deals with logic. Like there's no, like my brother would take a chance if the chance is logically.
That's like the opposite of chance.
No, but that's not true though, because you could take a chance that logically might make sense. Like mathematically makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I can doesn't matter. I'm not gonna go into some fictional thing.
For sure. Keep going.
My little brother is like, for example, now like I need that, like sometimes need to like hit that rock bottom, or I need to stay focused, or I need to blah blah blah. Like right now. In my bag, like if I was to pull out my bag is not in this room right now, but my bag is. I'm looking around because sometimes I have the bag just dripped around me and shit.
You were just wearing it earlier, right?
No, that was Shorty's bag. But anyways, so in my bag where I keep there's multiple pockets. My stepmom gave to me. My dad. I come from a very strict third world country family. The fact that I have an earring, the fact that I have this tattoo, I have these 2 tattoos, this OD already crazy, right?
Off the wall.
So like I'm already like a rock star before I even think I'm a rock star. So in my bag, like I told you, like I was like, yo man, I feel like I be fucking up my money all the time, bro. I be really fucking up my bread all the time. So what I did is that I've had this picture of my little brother in my bag. In my bag, bro. The money where I keep my money at, like I keep this, bro. I wish I had my bag on me, but there's a little pocket in my bag. I don't know, but visually it would be so appealing to show you that thing. So I have this. So it's like a purse.
Yeah.
And the money that I keep, the money.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Bag, you know the bag with the Jimmy Choo Wang. Shout out to Joe Brown for making that the Ugly Family whale, the Joe Brown is actually the Joe Brown whale. That's like, you know what I mean. Joe's kind enough to attach Ugly Family to certain things, but like that's really the Joe Brown whale, and very much inspired by Jimmy Choo Wang. You know what I mean? Like very much like me and Joe really just put a lot of energy into Jimmy Choo Wang. Joe's a fucking mastermind. He's a genius.
I finally got my Jimmy Choo Wang shirt, and then like it's a white shirt, so like. I'm gonna sweat.
Did you know?
I got pit stains. I cut
sometimes.
it. I cut it, and I'm gonna like sew it to something eventually.
Yeah, exactly. Did you know that Joe does theater?
Joe does theater. I can see it. He's
he's amazing. Guy. But anyways, that's just a little fun fact. But so now like the way that I handle my bread correctly is that whenever I have cash, I put it in this little pocket in my purse bag that my stepmom gave me. And there's a picture cut out like this big of my little brother smiling, and I put the money OD, always behind. Yeah, OD. Yeah.
We got OD. Talking
and I put the This is all relevant to what I'm doing. This is all relevant to what I'm saying. It's just like I have that like is a picture of OD, and the money is behind him. So anytime I have to dig money, I have to grab the money.
You have to get the money
I have to look at Dow. I have to look at my little bro. I have to look at OD's face and be like, and I always hear his voice.
In a serious voice. Like
not even. It's just him, literally like him, like this. It's just him smiling, and I'm just like, and I hear his voice every time I'm about to spend bread. Like, and he's just like, "Do you need to spend this bread?" In my head, I think about it, and I'm like. No, like today I almost bought a $3 water bottle, I went into the bag And I pulled out the money, and every time I pull out the money, I pull out the OD face too. And I'm just like, would Dowdy's pay $3 for this water bottle?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Fuck this shit.
Free water.
Fuck this shit. I'd rather just get back to the crib and drink free water.
Gang.
It's about learning and fucking fuck it.
For sure. And before we went on this whole...
Shout out to OD,
You were
bro. I just love my little bro, bro. I just love my little bro.
Yeah,
That's,
gang. Shout out OD, the original OG. Before that, you mentioned Nikolai, and I've been talking, you know, he's still a young dude, so, but like, I mean, you know, I'm saying, like, he's like literally the grandfather of this, like, West Mass hip-hop shit, but he's still a young guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as, like...
Nick invented this shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I say grandfather. He's too young to call him grandfather. But
he's not that young to call a grandfather, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, he's not that old. But anyway, I was supposed to...
His soul is, though.
Yeah, he's an old soul for sure. I was trying to link to do that interview finally with Nikolai.
Good luck, bro.
No, yeah, he's busy.
You got it?
We were supposed to do it like the week I left, but now I'm moving. So yeah, I'm moving to Providence, and but yeah, we'll do it eventually.
Congrats on that too, yo.
Thanks, dude.
Providence is super lit, bro. I
Yeah,
went to Providence once. The only time I've ever been to Providence.
Yeah, you're way away. You're like leaning all the way back.
I'm leaning back because I'm comfortable.
I don't even know if you're on the mic. I'm like my
last time I went to Providence about a hermit crab. Shout outs to Tortellini and Tortelloni, you heard?
That's what you named him.
Tortellini and Tortelloni, you heard? When I go to Providence, I'm buying a hermit crab, you heard?
Shout out to Wick. He does the best.
Who?
Wiki?
Because he's from New York. Is that
a New York thing? I'm not.
Yes.
Sure.
No. There's no way. Like, I say because of Wick.
Yeah.
And I'm Dominican, bro. Like, shout outs to Dykeman. Like, shout outs to all my Dominican family in DR in New York.
Yeah.
But you cannot replicate the year like a New York person. You cannot. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter. Like, you were never able to say year.
When he says year,
like,
pretty
shout outs to girls, shout outs to, like, you know what I mean? Like,
the audio's all fucked up there.
Of course you're going to get fucked up because we're yearning right now. We're yearning.
So, like, that's a completely New York thing? That's not just a Wick thing?
No. You can talk to Wick about that, but Wick is going to tell you that this is the year, like, that whole thing. Like, I'm not going to speak on New York. New York is not my city, but
no, for sure.
But
I wasn't sure if Wick just
what Wick is gonna tell you is that the culture behind the year. There's no way in hell I would ever be able to explain what year actually is. Like, for me, year means something else to probably what it means to him. You know what I mean? Like, I say year, like, I see my boys, when I see Wick, I'm like, year. And it's just like, what it is, how, like, in the South, it might just mean completely, like, what it is might be year, but to him, year might be like success, fire, let's get it. You know, it could mean something completely different to New York people. And that's why the city of New York is like, the elitist city.
To most people, it's like just a cool ad lib, you know, like.
And but Wick would never use it as a cool ad lib. Like, that's my brother.
Yeah, for sure.
And like, I know for a fact that when he says he has some feeling. I don't know. Like,
well, like Pretty Boy, it's just the vibe of the song. It's like a very like, you know, it's like.
Yo, shout out
I don't
to
know.
Wick,
Yeah,
bro.
I don't even know.
That's a huge inspiration of mine. Like, I feel blessed to have so many amazing artists around me that inspire me. My favorite rappers are all my friends, bro.
Dude, like, that's what I was thinking about the other day. I didn't send out this tweet, but I was thinking, like, I've already worked and, like, supported and shown love to my favorite rappers and, like, everything else.
Isn't that crazy, though?
I've already won. Like, I've already won. It's like everything else past this is a bonus, you know, like.
That's how I feel, bro, with my album, bro. Like, everybody that I work with, might be.
Don't worry.
Burps are real. And
burps
aren't a myth; they're real.
Facts. LuieGO.
And it's just like, for me, also like everybody that is also back to the album, to get back on some real like back to the. Like, back to the album, right? Back to the album.
Yeah.
Like, everybody on that album that helped me work on this album, I feel like I want them to be super proud of me for what I did for this album too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Wig, fucking Lucas, Dana. Shout out to Dana for taking time out of his day to help me mix this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Dana
Nikolai vocals. You know what I mean? Young L's on this album. I don't know if you are familiar with Young L, but he's Young L from the Pack, bro. Lil B.
Oh, I know the Pack.
Yeah, so Young L made all the instrumentals for the Pack. He's part of one of the rappers. Pink Dolphin. Have you ever heard that brand? Have you ever heard of Pink Dolphin?
Yeah.
That's his brand. That's his brand. Yeah, and and since I was a little kid, like that was my second favorite rapper ever. It went Jay-Z, then Young L, and for me to really like we were talking about this shit, like getting your bread right, all this bullshit. Yeah. And I was just like, I got my bread right to the point where I was able to be like, reach out to Young L. I was like, let me cop a beat, whatever. Cop the beat or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not like I was able to reach out to one of my idols.
For sure.
And get them incorporated into something that I really, truly believed in and I backed with. Like, dude, like I'm telling you, like.
Well, yeah,
it's I don't know.
You got a lot of bass shit. You got the Lil B intro, right?
The Lil B intro.
You got the Keyboard Kid instrumental.
The Keyboard Kid. Yo, shout out to Keyboard Kid, bro. Such an amazing artist. Such an amazing dude. Keyboard Kid really held it down.
Yeah.
Shout out to Olivia Shubin, bro. She did the album work for me. Like, bro, like when I tell you that me and Olivia have such a tight relationship, bro. Like, me and Olivia are like blood. Yeah. Like, I told her the concept of my album and she drew exactly what I needed, bro. Like, she drew exactly
she's
what
an amazing artist. Oh, the cap's on. I'm trying to pour with the cap.
Yeah! That's what he say, yeah! You know what I mean? Like, that's what he say, yeah! That's a yeah moment.
Look at the audio, it's so fucked up.
Yo!
We're about 37 minutes.
Let's get it. But like, yo, gang. I want to take a segment of this.
I feel like when you cut, when you try and pour with the cap on, that's when you know you should stop drinking.
Yo, facts. Honestly, maybe though.
Gang, that's the rule of life. If you try and pour with the cap on, don't drink anymore.
But we're so close to being done.
Yeah, we might as well finish. Look at this. Look at this bottle.
No, we're good.
All right.
I want to take a specific part of this interview to really just like reflect and appreciate what Olivia does for me, bro.
Gang.
Olivia is more than just like someone who does art for me.
For sure.
Like, she is the most internally beautiful person I've ever met in my entire life. She will sacrifice whatever she has to help her friends, and I owe a lot of my happiness to Olivia. Like, she really has been there for me when nobody else has. Her art really like inspires me. Like, there's times where I would look at Olivia's art and it would draw music out of my blood and my brain and my heart. Like, this girl is one of the most amazing people I've ever met ever in my entire life, and I am very proud of where she is with her art and everything she's ever done. I am the luckiest dude ever for ever even getting the chance to meet her, and me and her have this tight connection where I could say a sentence to her and she will paint an entire story based off on a couple words that I could give her. And that's just the type of person she is. She's just so talented and so amazing. And dude, I love Olivia with all my heart, and that's a person that I know that I will always have in my life forever. And she's very much responsible for where my album is today, because she, first of all, not only did my album art, but I told her the concept of it and she drew it exactly how I wanted. Like, I was expecting for me and her to go back and forth for a couple months on ideas. I give her an idea and she instantly, and I was just like,
that's fire.
Dead ass. You're just gonna one take it. You're gonna one take something that I've been working my entire life on. Like, you're really just gonna flex on me like that. Like, this girl
show you up.
It always shows me up. Olivia always shows it up. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, Olivia has booked me for multiple shows at her crib. Like, there's nothing I would not do for Olivia. bro. Like, it doesn't matter. I will serve jail time for Olivia. I don't give a
Gang,
fuck.
gang.
Real life, gang life shit. And, like, she's just, dude, and she's very much responsible for my album. You know, like, I want her to understand that all the work that I put into it verbally with my music, that her art is also very much inspired and conceptually a part of what I am doing at all times, dude. I love Olivia, and she's just like, I could talk about Olivia all day. I really could, and I'm not going to because it's gonna become an Olivia Shubin tribute,
gang
interview, and I don't want to turn it into that. But Olivia's gonna hear this shit, and she's gonna know what it is.
You already know what it is.
She knows what it ain't.
What it is, what it ain't, what it will never be.
And what it is, what it ain't, what it is, what it does. And she's from the South, so she knows what it is, what it is, what it is.
She's from the South?
Olivia is from Texas.
I don't know. I don't know shit. I just know, like, I came into UMass, and, like, that's...
Olivia's from Texas.
Everyone was just Western Mass in my eyes, you know?
Olivia's Western Mass. Her soul is from Western Mass.
Yeah.
No, it's not. There's nothing about her that's Western Mass. There's nothing about her that's Western Mass. I take it back.
You take that back away.
I take it back. The reason why Olivia is so lit is because she's from Texas. She's like the illest, realest person. Olivia will be like,
as Drake would say,
I fucking hate this. As
Drake would say, all my exes live in Texas. That I was gonna say that Ricky, that video? Snapchat was classic. All my exes live in Texas. Was that when he was out here?
No, that was in wherever the hell he lives, Berniston.
Berniston.
He lives in the Burn Town. Yeah. Why don't they call it like Berniston?
Amherst is here and then Berniston's way.
Why don't you call it? Berniston is not Western Mass though.
No, it's way out there. It's almost Vermont.
It is Vermont. Ricky's just the blackest person that lives in the area for sure.
Yeah. Ricky's been like getting that like afro going. I was,
that afro going. Ricky's always had a flat top, bro. Come on.
No, you know what I'm saying, but like he had last time I saw him, he was rocking that like black leather, like very like Black Panther look, like 70s. Like I fuck with it. Anyway,
Ricky is the swaggiest dude ever. The thing is that Ricky's always been on that swag. Like, Ricky's always been on that swag. Like, he's always been super swaggy. Ricky's another type of person, like, as far as, like, if to go off a little thing. Like, Ugly Family, Egomaniac Records, like, I've known Ricky since he was in kindergarten, bro. Like, I talk about Ricky every day. Like, every single day. Mm-hmm. Every single day I think about Ricky. I wake up and I think about a couple things, and Ricky's one of those things. And Ricky, I'm dead ass. Like, and it's not even, like, the couple things that I think about is not even, like, how am I, like, in the words of Lil B, where would I sleep today, or where would I eat today? Shout out to Lil B, my actual grandfather. Never met a grandfather in my life, but I met Lil B, so I know I have a grandfather.
There you go.
But I know for a fact that everybody that I stand behind is a legend.
For sure.
Chalo, Nikolai Vocals.
Yeah.
Donnie from the Poster. Leland. Ricky. Olivia. Goon Von Doom. Like, all these people, I feel like I genuinely know that they will give up their life for me. Like, that's and they know that this is vice versa. Like, they know that this will happen. I will do the same thing for me and for them. And I'll do the same thing for me. And they know that I will give my life for myself all the time. And these dudes know that, like, I love them very much. And like Donnie, like, dude, I can't even. Have you interviewed Donnie yet?
No, not yet.
Bro, Donnie has a crazy story. Donnie's like the youngest of like 9. The oldest of like 9 or 10. Some crazy shit.
That's crazy.
Crazy shit. Me and Donnie have a song coming out soon called Energy. Goon Von Doom. You don't want to spell that.
A lot
too much drink.
A lot
too much. Let's
Shout out Sly.
Shout out Sly. A lot too much. A lot. Have you interviewed Sly?
Of course. Did you see that? It was at the No Jumper tour, actually.
Oh, facts.
It was in the backstage, and it was. I mean, we made it work. Grayson shot that. There was a lot of background noise, but we made it work. And
Wait, Grayson. Why do I know that name?
Grayson shoots a lot of Dark World music videos. He works with Dana.
Relax. Grayson's a legend.
Yeah.
Grayson's a legend.
Grayson's next level. Grayson, if you're watching this.
He's an amazing
gang.
He's an amazing dude. He's an amazing dude.
Yeah, shout out Grayson. But, yeah, no. And then, I don't know. It was dope because it was like, it didn't seem like it was going to happen. And we just did it raw, uncut, you know.
I love Grayson. I love Dana. I love everybody. Dana's really, dude. I don't know. I love everything that we've been doing. All of us. Like
the statement I will 100% always stand by is that Dana's like by far the most when I say not like multi-talented member of Dark World, you know, in the sense of like being able to do amazing video work, you know, comedy sketches,
for sure.
The ability to like produce is like next level.
Yeah.
You know,
Dana's
also
the
being
only
a rapper,
one of us,
like he can do everything.
Dana's the only one of us that should be a millionaire. Like that dude is.
He's working
he's a monster. He's
doing
a
video
monster.
production, like, you know,
like he was born a beast and then he turned into a monster, a young god. Like there's no way in hell that Dana's not gonna be successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, his work ethic is impeccable. Everything that he does is always on point. He's professional. And that rhymed. Bars.
Bars.
Anyways, gang. Shout out to the Ugly Family.
Is that an Ugly Family friendship bracelet?
Obviously, this is Ugly Forever. Me and Olivia did this shit when we were in.
We need a close up on this.
This is Ugly Family.
I'm like looking at the screen instead of the.
There's no way they're gonna see that.
No, I'm just drunk, dude.
And it's fine, and that's what we do for a LuieGO interview. We're gonna get drunk for it.
Gang. This is gonna be more memorable.
What I'm saying is like, for sure. What I'm saying is like, everybody, and the beautiful thing about the interview or whatever we're doing, like at all times, is that we're always gonna have this support because we're all from the East Coast. Like, like you're not from Western Mass, but you are from Western Mass. You know what I mean? I'm an
implant. I was there 4 years.
You're
you know?
What's it called?
Honorary
An
member
alumni.
of Western Mass.
You're an alumni.
I'm a UMass alumni, but
no, you're a Western Mass alumni. Your education at UMass means nothing. You do graduate from. Yes, you do. You graduate from that street cred lifestyle. You know what I mean? Come on, you can't say you don't graduate. The fact that I
is like an end.
No, but that's
graduate
what I'm saying.
is like that's an
end.
We
all
point.
Appreciate what you do for us too, and we all appreciate what you're doing for hip hop.
Yeah,
and we all love what you're doing. It's not like anything that you're doing is fabricated. Everything that you do out of love, and that's what Western Mass is based off of. And you know that off of just knowing Eric the Rat.
Eric the homie, from day one.
The Rat.
One of my first interviews. Shout out the kid. Shout out the gang. I wish we had the video. I wish we we did a podcast where we had the video, but like that was one of the first audio videos, the first interviews I did, so I didn't have video for that. Mm-hmm. That and the Chalo interview and Verbal Surgeon. Shout out Verbal Surgeon. I can't talk.
Verbal Surgeon?
Yeah, he's from.
What do I know that name?
I don't know. He's from Springfield, I think.
Verbal
I haven't
Surgeon.
Talked to him in a minute, but
shout out to Verbal Surgeon.
I think he's still doing his
right?
thing. Yeah, he used to do like UMass parties and stuff.
Verbal Surgeon. I know that name. You know what I mean? Like I know that name because
he's been around. He's one of like the OGs.
He's definitely. If your name is a Verbal Surgeon, you're definitely an OG. If you're a rapper and a doctor at the same time, you're probably good.
You can find that interview on our Mixcloud
I'll find it. Anything else you want to ask me?
Where are we at now? 49 minutes. We can run this up to an hour.
Can I take a piss midway?
Piss midway? We could just go another 10 minutes and then be done, and then you can piss after.
Can I take a piss now, though?
Are you, like, dying to piss?
I would love to take a piss. Not gonna lie.
You want me to take a break just so you can piss, even though we could go for another 10 minutes and then
passive
piss
aggressiveness
right
is not a good color on your toast.
I'm not passive aggressive. I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. We could end right now, but I figure we only go for another 10 minutes, you know?
But the fact that we're having this conversation of being passive aggressive makes this podcast.
You can go piss. I can just go rant for a couple minutes.
No way, I'm not gonna leave. I just wanted to pick at you.
Yeah, you're being the passive aggressive.
No, I'm saying I want to take a piss. You're like, You really want me to do this by myself?
No, I just mean like I figure we go for another 10 minutes.
Sound like a little wow.
You like a wow. Oh, our battery's almost dead, so we might have to cut it short.
No, let's go. Ask me the questions that you've been wanting to ask me.
All right,
the real questions that you want to ask me.
Yeah. So
the real.
I guess like the updates are mostly in the features, in what you got. What's changed as far as the album? Like, yeah, obviously we talked about like conceptually, but
yeah. As far as the album has changed, I feel like all the songs that I have feature artists on, I feel like there's a part of me that has expressed myself within the chapter of my life to these people that have helped me write these songs. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not write the song. Nobody writes my lyrics. I write my own music, but that might have sounded like someone helps me write that.
Inspired.
So like. Even like Chapo, for example, right? Like Chapo's on my album.
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to Chapo. Shout outs to Keyboard Kid. Shout outs to Wiki. Shout outs to Lucas. Shout outs to Keyboard Kid. Shout outs to
that one.
No, I just always want to give shout outs to everybody because I'm so grateful.
You don't want to forget anyone.
Not even about forgetting. I'm just so grateful about what I'm doing. Shout outs to OD.
Oh yeah.
Shout outs to OD. He's on my album. Shout outs to DOC. Shout outs to Ugly Family and like. I think that every single time that I had a feature on any of these songs, I felt like I've expressed where I am and what I'm doing and where I'm at. Like me and Wick, bro, this song that me and Wick have together, bro, we really have touched bases on where we were on certain parts of our lives, like on some like why are we writing this song? How are we writing this song? Why are we writing this song? How are we writing this song? How are you feeling about this song? How am I feeling about this song? How is this song relatable to the both of us?
Did you do that? Was that email or like in person?
No, the whole entire tour. Me and Pat talked about this entire concept of the song for months before I even thought about setting up the song. And the shout outs to my man who produced the song. When we played, it was Southern California. It was in Fresno, but it was somewhere down there. And I did one of my Spanish tracks, just like spitting Spanish and shit. And I was like, I need if I'm gonna do a song with that's the best LuieGO.
When you go from like English to Spanish to
that's
English,
the best LuieGO to you.
Yeah, like just the switch up, up of like being able to go to English, Spanish, back to English.
Damn, dude, that means crazy seamless. To me. That means crazy to me because
I don't even understand it, but. I actually took Spanish for high school.
But it doesn't matter. But if like, you feel comfortable listening to it.
I love the flow of like going into English.
And it sounds like it's all one language.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that makes me want to cry. That makes me want to cry, bro. That's all I want to do. That's the thing that I've heard so many times, bro. Like that shit makes me want to cry, bro. Like on some real shit, bro. Like on some real shit. Like
it's
for me to be able to like. Be able to switch in and out of languages and then people be like, I understood everything you said. That's crazy to me. And then be like, I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I felt your energy on this song, so I think I know what you said.
Yeah.
Like I think or I know. That shit's so powerful.
Also it's like how many rappers are like spitting in Spanish or spitting in a second language? Like like I respect that. Like I mean, I dive deep, so like I know a couple, but it's like it's cool to be able to like seamlessly flow from English to Spanish, and you can connect with people that are like, all right, fuck with Spanish.
That's
but, like,
what I'm saying.
A purely Spanish track, I might not listen to a purely Spanish track, but like you're going from English to Spanish, and I'm like, all right, I can fuck with that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like at the same time, like when I go to New York, and Luke's like, you have to play Diamonds. You have to play Diamonds. You have to play this one song, Diamonds.
Yeah.
You have to do this, whatever. And I'm just like, yo, dude, honestly, like, I don't want to play these songs. Luke, I told Lucas, I don't want to play these songs, bro. Yeah. He's like, yo, bro. And it's crazy to me to hear my white friend who knows no English, having just like, him convince me
Yeah.
to speak to my people. Think about that. Like,
Yeah.
think about...
Yeah.
Think about the concept.
He won't back down from that shit.
Lucas fears
guy.
nothing. Lucas fears nothing. Criticism means nothing to Lucas. Like, what I'm
He
trying
thrives on that shit.
like what I'm trying to say is, like, for the fact is that, like, Lucas is an amazing person in my life. You're an amazing person in my life. Like,
I appreciate that.
like, not for real. Like,
No,
I really like. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, we've been sipping or whatever, but like, I'm gonna tell you this shit.
Yeah.
On camera, off camera, like, the fact that you take time out of your day to hear how I'm feeling about something that doesn't concern you. To me, that blows my mind, bro. Like, for me, that's the type of person I am. I'm going to take time out of my day to talk to a stranger and ask them how their day was.
Yeah.
If my phone just broke and I have to call whatever, Apple support, whatever support it is, and I'm blah, blah, blah. Hey, my name is Patricia. Right? Like, this is like the only way I could possibly put it. And I'm like, my name is Patricia. Just come back.
Gang.
Like, what I'm saying is like, I'm going to support and
It's like a serious moment, but like
it is a serious moment. But what I'm saying is,
you couldn't even think of like Apple support.
Apple support. I'm gonna go with Apple support because my roommate had such a terrible time.
No, but you had struggled to say like,
did I? Or did I? Yeah.
We're almost an hour in.
But what I'm trying to say is that the way that I was raised was very much based off on you having your manners up. And let's close this interview up. And I'm trying to say is I'm gonna be real with you.
Sorry,
because I don't wanna talk your ear off on shit. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. And I'm not like pre-writing shit, and everything that I say comes from the heart. You know what I mean? And I got heart problems.
We can tell. Everything's
and I'm
raw.
I'm gonna say this.
Yes.
Everything that I do, and everything that I stand for, and everything that I love, comes from a place from hardship and broken family and not having enough food to eat, or being in elementary school and my parents working sun up to sundown. Like, I barely saw my parents type shit.
Yeah.
And like, there was a time in my life where I would just save my breakfast cereal in the morning in elementary school to take it back home, and I would save up these cereals to make a bowl of cereal type shit. And now I'm living in California. I'm living in Los Angeles, and the dream is to be alive and happy, and there's nothing that anybody could do or take from me. And I just want, I don't care what people think, and I don't care what people know about me. And I just, for me and you, like, even though there's a camera here, there's a microphone
I think
here,
we lost the camera, but
and that's fine.
We got the audio
because we're talking.
Yeah.
So like, what I'm saying is just like, at the end of the day, everything that I come from comes from nothing. So every single time that I see some sort of success, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm not an ungrateful type of person. Anytime somebody helps me out, you've helped me out when I was down. Like, and I know that, and I will never forget that shit. I don't forget nothing. I have bad memory, but when somebody helps me out, and somebody helps me out when I'm down, I know for a fact that these are things that I will never forget. That's just how I was raised. And everything that I stand behind is something that I love. And I love my music, and I love my album, and I love everything that I do. And if somebody or everybody doesn't fuck with what I do, at the end of the day, that's their problem. Because I'm happy, and I know what I'm doing, and I love what I'm doing. And I don't give a fuck about anything. Like, all I want to do is be happy. And thank you for taking the time to interview me, bro. Like,
I feel like that left off the same way we left off the first interview.
Exactly,
2 years ago.
And that's nothing has changed because I'm always gonna be a grateful person. I'm never gonna switch up on nobody. And the thing is that people who know that I love, the people who know that I love them, they know that I will love them unconditionally. And this shit makes me emotional as fuck. And I don't give a fuck, bro. This is a Toasty Z Hip Hop Made Me Do It interview,
this is really uncut.
Like, it doesn't matter.
It's
like,
not like
it doesn't matter. Like, I could have drank nothing, and at the end of the conversation, this conversation was going to end the same way. And, like, I am very grateful that you're taking the time out of your day to talk to me about something that I love. And that's all that, for me, that's all that matters, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I love my music. I don't need my music to take off. I don't need to be a famous rapper. I don't need to be shopping at Chanel stores. What I want to do is to be happy. And I want to know that my friends support me. And I want to know that my family support me. And I want to know that what I'm doing is validated by myself. I don't care what nobody else thinks. But at the end of the day, that's contradictory to what I just said. But at the same time, it's just like, at the end of the day, just want to make music, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And that's the only thing that matters.
It's like, and that's the people that, the people that are in this shit to make money, be
money's
famous,
always dope, dude.
Be famous is like, you shouldn't be, like, maybe do something else. It's like the people that are really genuine and like really are in this because they have a message they want to spread and have something to say. And I feel those are the people that are gonna, it's like, they're gonna, saying it's like the money is never the main motive, but it comes
with it. Right?
Yeah.
It's a package deal. You know what I mean? Even these underground cult rappers, like, even if they're whack as fuck or they're dope as fuck, they're gonna have that package deal. They're gonna have that, like, for example, shout out to Travis, Lil Ugly Meg. An amazing cult rapper. Like, he's such an amazing rapper. His music is amazing, and everything that he does has inspired people. And the thing is that I'm not gonna speak for Travis himself.
Yeah, for sure.
But what I'm saying is that I'm sure that he's very much happy just making music and being happy.
Yeah,
that's all he cares about.
He always seemed like someone that was very anti the music industry, just like very like.
People don't know what he looks like.
There's an element of mystery to Lil Ugly Mane that is very interesting because, like, I remember I think the first tape I really got into was, like, the third side of the tape, and it was just, like, this hodgepodge of, like, different stuff where he goes from, like, hardcore, like, underground, like, basement, like, the basement version of Jay Dilla to, like, doing some folk ass shit and like some hardcore shit and like
crazy.
A rap about his like kitty and some shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like just rapping about cats, and like it's just fire. And like you can tell like he's so anti-industry, but not in like I'm anti-industry like marketed stuff, where he's just like he only cares about the music. And because he only cares about the music, people gravitate towards that shit.
And that's fire.
And it's like if you double down on who you are, it's gonna work out. That's an interview I want to do because I feel like he's an interesting dude. But like,
hit him up.
You know what I'm saying?
He lives 5 minutes away from here.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
anything else you want to ask me though?
Not in particular. We're over a minute. We're over an hour. A minute, an hour, same shit. LuieGO in the fucking booth. We lost the mic.
You already know what the fuck it is. Shout out to
Hip Hop Made Me Do It. Gang.
Lie. In the fucking flesh. You already know that Toasty's gonna get the first premiere of my fucking album. You already know that shit. Toasty already got the premiere. And I just want everybody to know to love yourself, and y'all niggas need to really understand that happiness doesn't come in fucking comma forms. Y'all niggas really need to understand that if you're happy with yourself, then you be happy. Shout out to Toasty Z. Shout out to Hip Hop Made Me Do It. Shout out to Amers. Shout out to Eric the Rat. Shout out to Ugly Family. Shout out to Dark World. Shout out to Eagle Maniacs. Shout out to Goon Von Doom. Shout out to everybody that ever believed in. And I really want to say this one thing. I fucking like to drink.
Yeah, drink the rest of that shit. I don't want the anymore.
And by the end of the day, I want y'all to know that. I want y'all to understand that Toasty was really one of the first people that really believed in me. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to let anybody that has ever believed in me down. So when I say that Toasty is really fucking co-signing 8 times Okage, 2 years later, when I told them I was going to drop this shit,
I was like, LuieGO,
really,
put that shit out already. And, you know, he's like, it's not ready.
And what I'm saying is that Toasty
it's never going to be ready, LuieGO.
Toasty knew that shit was ready 2 years ago, and Toasty was one of the only people that ever told me that shit was real. And people really didn't understand what was going on, but Toasty always knew, because Toasty got the ear, the heart, and the soul. So let's get this shit popping. My name is LuieGO. Shout out to Hip Hop Made Me Do It. Shout out to Toasty. He's gonna be the greatest fucking interviewer of all time. I put that on my mom, and if that's wrong, then my mom is gonna die. So let's get this shit party started.
Don't let LuieGO's mom die.
Don't let LuieGO's mom die.
Gang.
So let's get this shit party started. Shout out to Toasty. Thank you guys for listening in. And by the end of the day, we still drinking Bacardi, so Toasty's low-key Puerto Rican.
We finished the bottle. You know how we do.
I'm out of here. Yo, shout out to Toasty. Let's get it.